Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to do an anime face makeup look. To show you the power of makeup, because the power of makeup is incredible. You can go from this to this. Tiny W shaped lips, huge eyes on a tiny face. Just goes ew. Okay, we can transform this into a kawaii anime face. And what's the first step? Well, before you apply any makeup, you want to insert circle contact lenses. What are circle contact lenses? I use them in almost any of my videos. Basically, they are contact lenses. They're a little bit more huge than your actual, like the actual diameter of your iris, and the ones I'm wearing are 15 millimeter. This is the brand I have them from, and here you can see what my eyes look without them, and you see how much bigger they get. Just choose your favorite ones. You can get them in literally any color, and once you get used to putting them in, it's pretty easy. Some people say that they damage your eyes, but it's only if you get them from like Chinese websites. If you get real Japanese branded circle contact lenses, then you shouldn't get any issues with your eyes. You don't need to use circle contact lenses to make your anime face makeup look really anime, but it helps. And what's next? So, since the makeup's gonna be pretty heavy, we're gonna apply some primer. I use Touch in Soul No Problem Primer. And I'm gonna add a little bit extra, 2 squeezes, and rub that into my skin with my hands. Usually I would use a brush, but because this makeup is gonna be really heavy, I'll just use more than usual and rub it into my skin really well. And then you may want to wait like 5 minutes so your skin can absorb the moisture. Next, I use Rose Glow Tone Up by Revlon. What this does is it makes your skin discolorations disappear. And as you know, anime characters are usually like, they don't have any, like, they're two-dimensional. So you gotta remove all of these um, skin discolorations and anything that makes you look 3D and human like. So just flatten it out with a good um what's it called again? Flatten it out with a good skin brightening cream. Okay. Etude House Double Lasting Foundation, the brightest tone because I am really pale, but you can get any shade you want. Like, shade is not an issue here. Like, there's anime characters in all kinds of skin colors, so I recommend you apply that with a brush with downward strokes. This one is really high covering, and I do recommend high covering foundations for this type of makeup look, and apply it heavily, because as I said, anime characters look kind of two-dimensional, and yeah, you gotta kind of flatten out your face. Usually I wouldn't apply this much foundation, but two squeezes, are kind of necessary for this kind of look. Next, I try to massage it into my skin so it looks more meshed together with your actual skin. Then I use a Big Cover Concealer Skin Fit Pro by Etude House. Any high covering concealer will work though. Um, you have to apply a lot of it under your eye, like 2 layers. And usually I don't do this, but because this is already really high covering, but I'd say wait 5 minutes or even 10 minutes before blending, so the moisture gets absorbed by your skin and the concealer gets even thicker, and it is even more high covering because you really want your face to look smooth. I usually do anime makeup when I do cosplay, but um, like normally, like on a daily basis, I don't, like just for cosplay. And before, when I used to do this anime kind of makeup for cosplay, I used to use a fan to dry my to dry my concealer even more quicker. But now I can't find my fan. It used to be like a tiny little fan that you automate with your hand, and I can't find that one right now. But I used to do that and it worked. So if you have a tiny little fan to use, I recommend that. So while the concealer is drying, I will put my hair back a little bit, and then I will use Play 101 stick by Etude House, or if you don't have that, a concealer that is like 3 to 5 shades darker than your actual skin tone will work as well. So this one's just like, it's a stick, so it's really practical. And what I'm gonna do is contour my face to make it look smaller and more V-shaped, because anime characters have the like super sharp chin, which is impossible for humans to achieve. So we're just gonna fix that with makeup. And I start here at my temples, and then here's the middle of my chin, and I draw a geometrically correct line to my chin from my temples. And this might look super unnatural, but we're gonna blend this after. Then I go and draw some strokes, like zebra strokes, across, and then I repeat that on the other side of my face, like this, and then zebra strokes. And then here is like where my eyebrow ends. We're gonna draw a stroke here too until where my eyebrow ends, and then at this point we're gonna connect it with my temple, and then draw some zebra strokes here, and repeat that on the other side of my face. And that's how we're gonna get this V-shaped anime face. Now, usually, people contour their noses when during contouring, but as I said, anime faces are very 2D and not 3D, so we can't make our sorry guys, we can't make our nose look too pointy, make it too, make it stand out too much. So what we're gonna do is only contour the tip, or here at the end of my nose, and little bit at the tip, on the sides of the tip, and that's it. No nose bridges. Then I get a little makeup sponge like this and blend it all in by patting on it. will take a while, just until concealer dries. Like, really smudge the edges. It looks pretty extreme, but trust me, it's gonna look really natural once we apply translucent powder. Can also do a circular motion for smudging if it's a little bit too much. Should Voila! Now the concealer should be dry, so I'm going to not smudge everything, and I'm not gonna use a brush because I like to use my fingertips, since I feel like it's much easier to control the amount of smudging with your fingertips. So without like moving around the concealer too much, I just tap on it and try to blend the edges into my skin, and try to leave as much concealer as possible on my eye rings. Next, we set all of this with powder. I use Majolica pressed face powder. It it is a special powder that is meant to cover all your pores and like make your skin look poreless and really smooth and flat. Um, it comes with a pad, but I suggest that you only use the pad to fix your makeup, and when you actually do your makeup, like for example when you're at an anime convention and you want to fix your makeup, use the pad. But you, when you're actually doing the makeup, use a brush because it will look much smoother, and you can use the pad later to fix it up, fix up your powder onto the brush, then tap a little bit off, and then with downward strokes slightly apply some powder. And now, when you've applied the powder, then press the brush against the powder to apply a big heaping of it onto the brush, and then press the brush against under your eyes to have the concealer absorb the powder and really have it looking two-dimensional and flat, so it doesn't shine as bright. If you look at this, you can see the difference, but this side looks a lot flatter. So press the powder against the brush and then do it like this under your eyes. And this is how it looks. Now we can go on to the eyebrows and the eyes and lips and cheeks. Let's go. House drawing eyebrow in brown because my hair color is brown, and if you're wearing a wig, then you can use a technique that makes your eyebrows exactly the color of your wig, but you don't have to do that because it's really complicated and requires a lot of extra stuff. So um, just use what is your actual natural eyebrow color. That should be fine. No one really pays that much attention to eyebrows anyway, and anime characters have all kinds of versions of eyebrow colors. So let's just keep it simple like that. And It's really good because it's triangular shaped and it comes with a brush. So I first brush my eyebrows, and the only thing that I have to mention is that most anime characters don't have like triangular eyebrows, they're really like arched eyebrows. Um, that's why I think that it's better like for cosplay to shave off the triangular top of your eyes with a face shaver, or else it just kind of looks unnatural. So I kind of got used to it, so I do it all the time now. But yeah, um, that's a little tip. You don't have to do it, but just if you feel like it, if you feel like that's your style. And it's pretty simple. Just kind of fill out the parts that that's basically it for eyebrows. And when you're done with eyebrows, you can take off your hairband or hair clips or whatever and put on your wig, or if you're keeping your hair this looks like a mess, and then it's easier to visualize the whole eye makeup. Here, take an eyeshadow brush, and for your eyes you can literally use any dark brown or black or almost black eyeshadow. Just use dark brown because that's what I have. And then you go in there on your crease and only color your crease. So it'll make your eyes look more deep set and bigger. But don't go too far into where your inner corner is, because that's where it will highlight, and if you apply a dark brown color on your crease, your eyes will actually look smaller. Then go for white and apply that on your inner corner. And also on your under inner corner. I will use two different eyeliners. One is light brown, medium brown, and the other one is black. So with the medium brown eyeliner, I'll go here on my inner eye corner and lengthen that a bit. Just go a little bit over my inner eye corner. This will make my eyes look bigger in a, well, it's not exactly natural looking, but if we use black, it will look too much like cartoon. But if we use a medium brown, it will look more sophisticated. And then with the black eyeliner, I go like 1/3 of my eye, from 1/3 of my eye, I draw and lengthen my eyes without adding a wing. Now this depends on the character you want to cosplay. Some characters have really, cat eyes. But basically for an anime phase where you just want your eyes to look huge, then I recommend this technique. You just want them to look huge. And what you'll do next is thicken the outer end without thickening your actual eyeline, like this. This might look pretty rare right now, but it won't be as noticeable until you apply mascara and fake eyelashes. Let's go with the mascara from the root of your lashes. Wiggle a little bit. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggling makes them look longer. And then also cover all of your under eyelashes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now, after the mascara, I will apply fake eyelashes to add extra thickness and enhance my eyes, because anime characters have to use the fake eyelashes. I think everybody knows that, and mm, a lot of people use these eyelashes that have the longer lashes at the end, but actually, it is better to use eyelashes that have lashes that are longer in the middle. So the longest point should be in the middle, and it should be like a half moon, like it should be a curve and not like a wing. Or you'll create this, unless you want to create a cat eye effect, but we're aiming for like the stereotypical anime face effect here. So the longest lash should be in the middle and not on the outside. Now usually you would apply your fake eyelashes right on the middle of your eye to make it look natural, but since this is an anime face makeup tutorial, we're gonna like look at this thick line here, which we drew a little bit off of our natural eye line, and apply the end of the eyelash. Bam! Okay. Uh, for cheeks, now you think you could just apply cheek blush, and in fact, you could do that, but there's a way to make it look more cartoon, and especially like 90s characters have this type of blush that has a little bit of glow in the middle of them, if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, never mind, I'll show you now. But it looks pretty kawaii, as some would say. Okay, so I use like I apply like sideways like this with little strokes without going over the border of where my eye ends. And since it's kind of cartoonish, you can apply it heavier than you would usually would with your makeup. Now I'm going to take my Play 101 stick, but this time I use the lighter end because it has two sides, dark end and lighter end. And with the lighter end, I draw like a tiny circle in the middle of it. And when that is done, I blend it, and then I take my eyeshadow brush and some white eyeshadow, and take some pink again, press the blush brush together, and add a little bit of a stronger pink under it. Chifuda 240 is a rose colored lip liner. With that, I will draw on the inside of my lips, add little triangles on my upper lip, and a wing on the edge of my lip. And yeah, so this is my anime face makeup look to show you the power of makeup, how to make your eyes big, face small, and lips W shape. See you soon in my next video. Bye bye boo.